Hey guys, what's up? How's it going? It's been a while. I haven't posted on this channel in quite some time. And if you are listening to this, it's because I am also tying this into an episode of my podcast called Project Freelance. So whether you are on the Just the Letter K YouTube channel or if you are listening on Spotify or Apple, hello, welcome. This is Project Freelance. This is also to my YouTube channel, Just the Letter K. I wanted to do like a little life update video for you guys / podcast and kind of talk about what I've been up to over the past couple of months and tell you guys where I've been at and what I've been up to. So I'm just going to dive right in. I just got off of a 7-week tour working, doing photo and video content for the Emo Orchestra and Hawthorne Heights. It was absolutely an incredible tour. I was only supposed to do 2.5 weeks and I ended up staying for 7. The band liked the content I was making. The show producer also liked the content I was making for the Emo Orchestra. So they asked me to stay on for the entire duration of the tour. And of course I said yes. I love being on tour. While it is hard to be away from home and my felines, I love touring. It's what brings me the most fulfillment, traveling and getting to capture stories. So if you guys have not been following Emo Orchestra, because if you didn't know about it, you didn't know about it. But if you want to go see some of the content that I produced for Emo Orchestra, they have a YouTube channel. It's Emo Orchestra. Or you can go to Instagram or TikTok or Twitter or Facebook, all Emo Orchestra. Super cool concept. They brought a rock band, Hawthorne Heights, and an orchestra, a 12-piece orchestra together and made the Emo Orchestra. They played emo bangers, some of your favorites from Taking Back Sunday, Paramore, My Chemical Romance, Fall Out Boy, The Used, AFI. It was absolutely amazing. And they're hoping to do more of these in the future, which means hopefully I'll get to go on future Emo Orchestra tours. At least that's my plan anyway. We'll see what happens. But that's where I've been for the past 7 weeks. If you guys tuned into Project Freelance last Monday, you will have noticed that I posted an episode with Jane Goodrich, and she is a family and newborn photographer in New York City, and we talked about how she built her business, and it was a super cool episode. So if you want to check that out, definitely go check out Project Freelance. But while I was on the Emo Orchestra tour, I had several people come up to me that are aspiring photographers and videographers that want to tour themselves, that want to shoot for bands. And I keep getting this question, like, how did you get your job? How are you on tour? How did this all begin? So I just kind of wanted to like dive into that real quick and kind of talk about it, even though I have talked about it on this show. So those people I do recommend Project Freelance to. But if you guys haven't listened to the first 9 episodes of this 200+ episode show, obviously, like, how would you know? But I started, and this is what I tell people to do. I started out shooting at local venues in my area. I started concert photography when I lived in Perth, Australia. I shot at a venue called HQ. It was an old YMCA building. It was YMCA HQ. We just called it HQ. That's where I started concert photography. And from there, I moved to Southern California, the Anaheim area, and I knew I wanted to do concert photography, tour video, things like that. So I decided to move 2 blocks away from Chain Reaction, one of the most well-known venues in the country. It's on par with like the Machine Shop in Flint, Michigan, or the Masquerade in Atlanta. It's like on that level of notoriety. It's known around the world. Every band that is in the scene wants to play Chain Reaction. I was fortunate enough to actually get to play at Chain Reaction earlier this year with my last band, Matriarchs. It was absolutely amazing. My first time actually performing with my own band there. We'll talk about Matriarchs in a second also. But yeah, I started shooting shows at Chain Reaction. They would just let you walk in with a camera. There was no need for like a photo pass, whatever. So that's my advice to people. Find a venue in your area that will let you bring your camera in, where you don't need a photo pass, where there may not be a barricade, where it's like a underground grunge style venue that will let you take your camera in. And that's the best way to get involved in your local scene. Start shooting local bands. And then one day you'll get the call, hey, we're going on tour. We want to take you with us. That's what happened to me in 2014. I went on my first tour with a band called Breathe Till Dawn, and I did photo video for them, and it just kind of took off from there. That same summer, I ended up shooting like 12 days of Vans Warped Tour. Back in the day, you could just email Kevin Lyman and ask for a photo pass. That's what I did. He said, which shows do you want to go to? And I listed like 12 dates and ended up just shooting a lot of shows that summer at Warped Tour. Also, because of my, I guess, notoriety as a metal vocalist, I was able to do guest vocals on stage for a lot of bands at Warped Tour in those days, including Issues. Rest in peace, Issues. They are doing 3 last shows. I will be at the Atlanta show for sure. So if you're coming out to the Atlanta Issues show, hit me up in the comments. Let me know. But yeah, that's how I started. You know, you just kind of jump on the road. And then from there, I would tour on and off over the next couple of years. Last year was my craziest year of touring. I was home for about 45 or 50 days last year. And then on the road between Matriarchs and working for the Red Jumpsuit Apparatus, I was on tour. I did Europe last year. I did Australia last year. And then I also worked for a fantasy sports radio entrepreneur, travel content person named Lisa Ann. And I do a lot of her like YouTube content for her, and she gets to go to these different countries to do events and signings and things. So we went to Switzerland, we went to Greece, we've done all kinds of stuff. I went to Alaska with her. So my Alaska series on this channel, on the JustTheLetterK YouTube channel, that's how I got to go to Alaska. The reason I get to travel so much is because I've made it my mission to get work everywhere but like my local area, which is kind of true, but I'm also trying to grow roots here in Nashville. Also, I moved to Nashville. I'm not in California anymore. If you missed that update, definitely go check out this video. I'll put a card in the sky, an eye in the sky, if you will, and a link in the description. I did move to Nashville. This will be my second full year. It's actually right around now is when I moved here 2 years ago in 2021. So super cool. Love Nashville. It's absolutely amazing. But yeah, the reason I get to travel a lot for work is because I pick up jobs that are outside of just where I live. And I'm lucky enough to have clients that travel and that want to travel and make content overseas. So I'm able to do that as well. So that's kind of a little bit about how I got started in the video and photography world. I also do have a bachelor's degree in film production. You don't have to go to school to get a degree in this kind of stuff. You can just kind of like teach yourself. But my dad told me back in the day when I was living in the Middle East that I had to get a degree before I did what I wanted. And I wanted to make movies and tell stories. So I was like, I'm going to get a film degree. So I did that. I played the game, if you will. My English teacher in high school used to always say, like, you have to play the game to like succeed in life. So I played the game and got a degree in film production. Super stoked about that. Nobody's ever asked me for my credentials as far as degrees go. I just mention it, and I don't know if that helps or doesn't help or if people are indifferent about it. But yeah, that's like kind of how I got my start in film and photography. But yeah, so my most recent stint on tour was the Emo Orchestra tour with Hawthorne Heights. And upon like about halfway through that tour, I got, well, hang on, let me go back a little bit. So Matriarchs, I was in a hardcore band called Matriarchs. We're kind of like stepping away from that project right now. Some things happened internally that I don't really care to discuss, but it's kind of dissolving. So I'm putting my full force and my full effort and full energy into Chasing Satellites. Chasing Satellites is a band. It's been a studio project since 2015. And I finally found some players here in Nashville that we actually have our first rehearsal on the 30th of November. So this week, I'm in 4 days. I'm really excited about that. I couldn't be more excited. We got asked to play a show on December 7th at the Masquerade in Atlanta. That show has been canceled, unfortunately. Would have been our first show. Was very excited, very bummed about it. But there will be more shows. I've now made connections with a bunch of people in the industry, from managers to booking agents to bands, that I think 2024 will allow Chasing Satellites to tour, which would be absolutely amazing. So if you guys are interested in seeing Chasing Satellites in your city, let me know where you live down in the comments below. I would love to come to your city and play a show. I'm trying to get on with bands like Hawthorne Heights or the Red Jumpsuit Apparatus, or maybe play the entire Is for Lovers festival next year that Hawthorne Heights puts on. I don't know. There's a lot of bands, Varsity, Nonpoint, bands that Matriarchs played with, bands that we haven't played with that I just know that I would love to play with. Rivals, my friends that are here in Nashville that I'm actually going to see tonight. I'm going to be shooting a drum cam. They're shooting a live music video, so I'm going to be shooting drum cam footage for Josh. But yeah, I'm super stoked about the trajectory that my career is going. Very grateful for every opportunity that I get. So yeah, I filled you in on where I've been, what I've been up to, matriarchs, chasing satellites, but I want to talk about where I want to take the Just the Letter K YouTube channel. I feel like I miss vlogging. I miss bringing you guys into like what I'm creating and what I'm doing. I've been doing a lot of like POV photography videos because they're easy when I travel, but I feel like I want to do like more vlog, more photography, more videography stuff. I don't know if anybody's interested in that. I don't really know what my audience base is here on the Just the Letter K YouTube channel anymore. I know I did a lot of like LGBT videos. I feel like that I don't really need to do those anymore unless I have like a major update or anything like that. Like for example, you guys were following my top surgery story and that has concluded. Obviously I got top surgery. Right now my biggest thing that I'm working on is tattooing my entire torso. We've got quite a bit. We've got like 2 or 3 more sessions, but we are getting there, man. This thing's crazy. Look at this. Look at that. It's crazy, man. But yeah, we're working on an entire torso tattoo to cover my top surgery scars, and my whole torso because fuck it. What else am I going to do with that skin? Might as well put art on it. So yeah, we're tattooing that. Caitlin Campbell, Space Zombie, is actually doing that piece for me. And I think I'm going to finish it in late December this year, early January next year. And yeah, I'm stoked for that to be done so that I can finally like show that off, especially for like next summer when I am hopefully on tour with Chasing Satellites. But yeah, that's kind of what I've been up to in the recent times, in the recent weeks, months. I hope everybody here is doing well. I would love to hear what you guys are up to in your lives and your careers down in the comments below. Please let me know. It would be so good to hear from you guys. I know I haven't updated this channel in a long time. I don't know if people will even get the notifications about this. But yeah, if you're interested in learning more about creating your own business, freelancing, things like that, definitely check out my podcast, Project Freelance. It comes out every Monday whenever I'm home and have time to record or when I have time to backlog episodes. I also moved all of my urban exploration content from the Just the Letter K YouTube channel to a new channel called No Tracers Urbex. So if you guys want to follow that channel, if you want to follow my journey into abandoned places, No Tracers Urbex is where you can go to watch that type of content. I just kind of wanted to separate everything out a little bit more. As far as music goes, I'm still posting on the K the Screamer official YouTube channel. I have a bunch of covers coming out soon. I've got 2 original solo songs coming out. Chasing Satellites just released a new EP called Mission to Mars. So there's a lot of stuff coming out. If you're not getting notifications about it, I'm sorry. I don't know how the algorithm freaking works anymore. Be sure to follow me on Instagram or Twitter at @KInagonio. You can also follow me on TikTok at K the Screamer Official. Or if you want to see more of my like portfolio work, my photo and video work, JustTheLetterK_IMG on Instagram and TikTok. You can see my portfolio work there, the things that I'm working on for other people. And that about concludes everything that I wanted to like update you guys on in this video. I hope that you are enjoying life. I hope that you guys are having a good time. I hope that your careers are doing well. I know a lot of you guys have been watching me since you were kids, so I'm curious to know where you guys are now. Hope everybody's doing well. Thank you guys for sticking around. If you're new to the channel, if this is the first time you've seen my face, what's up? My name's Kay, just the letter K, and I am a content creator and musician. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon. Let me know what kind of content you want on the Just the Letter K YouTube channel. I am happy to oblige or help where I can. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I will talk to you next time. Stay strong. Keep enduring. That will always be my thing. That will always be my thing. Thank you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.